Hi, and welcome to Turbocharge Your Funnel with Partner Marketing. I'm your instructor, Taylor Engstrom. So the journey of this course will be through 5 lessons. The first lesson will cover what is partner marketing. We'll go through some basic definitions. We'll talk about the core components, and we'll talk about advantages and disadvantages to this approach. In lesson 2, we'll talk about how to work with partners. In order to have partner marketing, you need to have great partners. What makes a good partner versus a bad partner? What's the life cycle of learning about and researching a partner all the way to actually working with them? And in lesson 3, we'll talk about key tactics and strategies as part of partner marketing. We'll talk about the popular channels and tactics to utilize. We'll talk about what makes a great partner marketing campaign. And in lesson 4, we'll talk about the partner marketing role itself, as well as the partner marketing team. What you do on a day-to-day basis, the skills and background common for a partner marketing professional, and how you'll be working with other teams. And then in order to prepare for the final exam, in lesson 5, we'll go through a quick course review. With that said, let's get right into lesson 1, what is partner marketing? So a quick definition for partner marketing. Partner marketing is marketing with and through third-party companies or partners. We'll get into some more definitions later on in this lesson, but keep this in mind as we continue to approach the material. So lesson objectives. For lesson 1, we're going to learn what partner marketing is. We're going to see real examples of partner marketing, and we're going to apply these learnings to our organization and our role. So now that we have a basic definition of what partner marketing is, what are some other out there in the industry and larger market? So what are some other definitions of partner marketing? From Averatech, in their great slide share on partner marketing, they define it as a specialization within the overall discipline of marketing focused on communicating with, through, and for partners. Crossbeam, an actual software as a solution tool that helps partner marketers share data and insights with their partners, defines partner marketing as joining forces with partner ecosystem to increase understanding of a market and the reach of your content and campaigns. So with those definitions, let's keep going. Partner marketing at its essence is marketing with a third party or a partner. That can mean a lot of things, and there are common channels and strategies partner marketing utilizes. Here are a couple of them. Content, this could be your blog, this could be thought leadership. Events, this could be trade shows or conferences. This could be VIP events hosted with partners. This could be direct response marketing. Think email, for example. Mutual discounts and incentives. This could be discounting your solution on behalf of partner customers and vice versa. This could be product packaging and or bundles. So offering your product or service as an add-on to one of your partner's product or service is a absolute surefire partner marketing tactic that we'll talk about in a future lesson, and much more. As you see on the right here, we have a classic example of partner marketing in which the US Olympic team teamed up with Wheaties to feature major US athletes, in this case Michael Johnson, on the box of their cereal. Wheaties is the breakfast of champions, as we can see here with Michael Johnson's gold medal. So as we proceed, really think about some channels and tactics partner marketing would be great at, and we'll cover some examples in a future lesson. Quick disclaimer, partner marketing, as we defined earlier, is a super broad application and discipline. That said, there are a couple sort of marketing strategies and approaches that are under partner marketing that we unfortunately won't be covering inside this course. So affiliate marketing, influencer marketing, as featured by Kim Kardashian here on the right, are indeed partner marketing, but they are out of the scope of this course. For more on influencer marketing specifically, check out the CXL course catalog for a course on that. So we like to keep it simple when we're talking about broad, complex topics. So with partner marketing, as we've defined it earlier, here is a visual or a diagram just to show you how simple and straightforward partner marketing can and should be. Obviously, we see you, we see your partner, we see the actual vehicle that is marketing. That's the content included in it, that's the campaigns, that's the actual marketing motion. And we see that the aim is ultimately to speak with, to engage, and hopefully to influence action of a defined audience and a defined market. So let this visual carry us throughout the course and refer back to it if you need to. Now that we've covered a couple definitions, here's a deeper, richer definition than our original one. Partner marketing combines external relationships, partners, with demand generation marketing to create shared value and outcomes, aka leads and revenue for your business or your company. So now that we've defined partner marketing and we've talked about a few channels and strategies, let's talk about the advantage. Before I get into that, I would love for you to take this time, take 30 seconds, jot down your thoughts around what do you see as the advantage of partner marketing as an approach. So I'll give you 30 seconds and we'll be right back. Welcome back. You took the last 30 seconds to write down your advantages of this approach. Let's see what we found. In my experience, I found these key differentiators and these key advantages. Number one is broader reach and exposure for your content and your campaigns. So you have your own audience. You have your own subscriber list. You have your own total addressable market. Your partner probably has the same or similar. Taking advantage of their network will exponentially increase the reach and the exposure of your campaigns and content once you begin doing partner marketing together. Number two is numerous tactics and channels you can use. Partner marketing is an approach. It's a strategy. It's not necessarily a medium. Partner marketing can encompass tons of different channels and strategies, and we'll talk about that in a future lesson, and it's clearly a huge advantage of partner marketing. Number three, content faucet. You likely have your own content strategy. You have your own topics you want to cover. You have your own things you want to weigh in. Your partner has the same. So working with a partner will enable you to create even more content, even more things to weigh in on, because you both have similar roadmaps from a content and a marketing perspective, and you could take advantage and weigh in on each other's at the right moment. Warmer introductions with their customers. Partner marketing is really a channel that invokes a lot of trust. Once you start working with a partner, their customers, their leads will be much more willing to speak with your team, to consider your product or service, to try it, or even become a customer themselves, as opposed to some competitor of yours they've never heard of. Once you built a marketing partnership, once you do business together, you will enable much easier sales process, marketing process with their list and their customers because of the existence of your partnership. Less salesy exterior. So a golden rule of marketing is never be too overt with selling your product or service. Always talk about the benefits, talk about the value, provide value on the front end. And partner marketing, this is no different. Because you're working with a partner, you can't necessarily come off as super salesy or super pushy, because you're not just marketing your product or service. You're marketing your partner's product or service. You're marketing both of your product or service. Or you're not even marketing your product or service, but you're talking about some shared topic or some shared change going on in the market that's beneficial to both you and the customer. Efficient funnel. So we all know marketing campaigns in which we had a ton of great traffic, a ton of great things come out of it, but we lost track of our subscribers, or we lost track of our initial visitors. With partner marketing, you're sharing data, you're sharing processes with these partners, and you're able to keep more of what you actually generate from your marketing campaigns. Now that we've talked about the core advantages, let's go a little farther and talk about when should you do partner marketing. You probably should do partner marketing if you're an established business with strategic partnerships, product integrations, or friendly relationships already. Take advantage of those relationships. Take advantage of the trust you've already built up and approach the market together. Come up with a simple content campaign, try something out. You already have done the legwork. Give this approach a shot. So partner marketing is a complex, heavily dependent on the team involved in executing campaigns. So having a larger team, having a larger company are all going to bode well for employing partner marketing as a strategy and as a practice at your company. If your business runs on subscriptions or long-term contracts, partner marketing is a great avenue to explore. You already have a ton of trust, or you should have built a ton of trust with your customers, given that you're signing them up for the long term, that they share a sort of larger vision with you. Partner marketing is a similar sort of approach from a marketing perspective. So it would make sense for you, given that this is something you're used to and how you conduct business. This is something you can apply to your marketing strategy as well. Your sales team simultaneously moves quickly and applies a high touch with their prospects. So partner marketing and the leads that they generate are unique. They came from a partner. They maybe gave you a shot because you had a formal relationship with a vendor or a company they're already happy doing business with. So they might not have done as much homework as another lead who either knew a ton about your company from doing a ton of prior research or knew nothing about your company but converted on a compelling ad. Partner leads really take a bit more hand-holding and need to be treated a bit differently than maybe the rest of the leads in your marketing funnel. So having a sales team that understands that and operates that way by default will go a long way to making sure your partner marketing program is indeed a success. You already run complex marketing campaign across multiple channels and touch points. If this is sort of your default, your modus operandi as a marketing team, as a business, if you're used to omni-channel, if you're used to multi-touch campaigns, if you have a big marketing team with a bunch of different specialists and experts in different channels, partner marketing is a great strategy you should maybe be thinking about. Because inherently numerous channels and tactics can be utilized by partner marketing, having a team that already runs those tactics and strategies, but maybe in isolation, by bringing them together with partner marketing, you can really make a dent in your bottom line and in your funnel overall. So we talked about the advantages with partner marketing as a strategy and approach. Now let's talk about the drawbacks. Like we did last time, quickly take 30 seconds, think about, jot down what drawbacks you potentially see with this technique. Welcome back. Hopefully you have some good ideas on the drawbacks behind partner marketing as both a strategy and approach. So in my experience, probably the number one reason why you shouldn't do partner marketing is while partner marketing is a highly effective, highly scalable form of marketing, it's also highly dependent on the quality of the partners and the relationships you have with them. Like we talked about with the advantages, it can be difficult enough. It can involve enough people to pull off a truly quality omni-channel marketing campaign. Once you try to do that with not only your team, but a partner's team, things can get complicated in a hurry. Other complexities can come into play, such as your business's strategies overall, the way you conduct business and the way you plan things. All of the sort of nuances within marketing strategy and marketing execution come into play twofold. So this is a big reason why I would maybe not pursue partner marketing. If your company is not an organized place or used to this sort of executional level that is needed to be able to replicate that when working with a partner. So because it's highly dependent, it can be highly problematic if not executed and structured correctly. And like we did last time, to go further on the disadvantages, when shouldn't you do partner marketing? If you're a very small business or a very small marketing team, partner marketing probably isn't for you. If you're the kind of company where you have one person in charge of both marketing and sales, partner marketing will be an impossible task and you should look elsewhere for growth. Your business has a transactional sale, so partner marketing is built on trust, both between the companies and between the customers that those companies service. If you're trying to go out and recruit quality partners and your potential partners hear about you as a company that's kind of transactional, churn and burn, that they don't sign large loyal customers, they may not want to partner with you. They may not want to do business with you. Your sales process or team is poorly organized or stretched too thin. If you have only a few account executives, only a few members of your sales team, and they're churning through tons and tons of leads every day, they may not be able to pull out the partner marketing leads and really give them the attention and the nuance they deserve. If your data in your Salesforce instance or your CRM is unclean or poorly organized, the same thing will likely happen. So making sure your processes are finely tuned, making sure your team is able to assess and prioritize properly is one of the larger things you should do if you're thinking about partner marketing and implementing it for your team. Running omni-channel or multi-touch marketing campaigns is difficult for your organization or team. If you're running campaigns in isolation, if you have the content, thought leadership person following one strategy and executing on one strategy, and you have your paid traffic or your advertising specialist working isolation as well, if they're never sort of aligned on a strategy or working in congruence, then you're probably not a good fit for partner marketing. You need to have teammates on the same side, used to working with each other, used to each other's work style, and used to the level of planning and rigor needed for omni-channel campaigns in order to be successful for partner marketing. So if you don't have that, you might want to look elsewhere for growth. Now that we've talked about partner marketing generally as an approach, the advantages and disadvantages, and some common channels, let's get right into some real case studies. So the first comes to us from ShipStation. ShipStation partnered with Logic Broker to produce a shared case study on bidetking.com. So shameless plug, I work for ShipStation. This is not a partner marketing case study I worked on directly, but I know it's done great things for us in our business as both a tactic to drum up new business, as well as to make our customers feel all warm and fuzzy. So to put it in more of a definition, this case study illustrates product partners co-marketing the individual value propositions through a mutual customer success. So what exactly does that mean? So here we prepared this quick menu matrix of what a partner marketing play is. We see ShipStation at the top left is the actual company pursuing this strategy. We see the partner is Logic Broker, and we see the story. And the story here is that Logic Broker and ShipStation have created an efficient workflow for fulfillment for bidetking.com that is designed to be able to keep up with the demand even through a pandemic. So the channel or tactic here is a case study for web, and the results and metrics. Email and social media impressions for both Logic Broker, ShipStation, and the customer, Bidetking. Web traffic for both Logic Broker and ShipStation. An actual conversion opportunity for ShipStation. So this case study is hosted on ShipStation.com. So if visitors or prospects are checking this case study out and they're saying, hey, I need an efficient workflow too, they were able to convert and request a demo or start a new 30-day trial on ShipStation.com. And lastly, customer marketing bonus. So because this partner marketing play, because this campaign highlights not only a partner, but a customer, the customer, bidetking.com, really feels like the hero in this story. They're highlighted. Their success is illustrated in a really in-depth, rigorous case study. So not only are you able to make them feel warm and fuzzy, but you're able to show other customers that, look, the value we create is real. Here is a customer example. This could be you one day, essentially. And to go right into an actual testimonial for the case study, I think this quote definitely illustrates what's at the bedrock of this campaign. So our partnership with ShipStation fills a critical need in digital commerce. Together, we deliver the best in fulfillment technology, shout out to ShipStation, and dropship automation, shout out to Logic Broker, and our mutual customers are able to efficiently scale their operations and have the systems in place to tackle future growth. So as illustrated in this slide, this testimonial as a part of the real live case study highlights both companies and their unique value propositions. And it also talks about the magic of what it actually looks like to work with both and the value you can get out of it as a customer. Our next study here is a live webinar from Modernize and Sunlight Financial. So I actually worked on this campaign, planned it from start to finish, executed it with a great friend of mine over at Sunlight Financial, and I'm really proud of this as an overall partner marketing campaign and tactic. But to get into more of the definition and takeaways, this campaign illustrates marketing partners co-marketing individual value propositions through a mutual webinar in which they share actionable tips and strategies, whether or not the customer chooses to engage with either partner for actual business. So we'll talk about what that actually means. So here's a slide from the actual webinar. You can watch it on YouTube. It's linked at the end of this lesson. This slide illustrates ways you can market. So this campaign was done last summer in the middle of the COVID-19 pandemic and really highlighted for home improvement contractors that you should still be marketing through this. There are still homeowners out there that need your services, and here's some ways you can do it. Why did I highlight this slide? Well, this slide gives actionable tactics and strategies for the attendees of the webinar, regardless of if they choose to do business with our company or our partner's business. While we do call out lead generation on this slide here to the right, lead generation is the exact product and service that Modernize Home Improvement offered. There were other ones that are regardless of our tool or our product. We're not saying, hey, work with us, you can fix it that way. We're saying, here's some things you can do now. You can also consider doing lead generation and working with us, but here are some other ways regardless. Another key part of this partner marketing play is offering a bonus or incentive. So you'll see here on the slides, both Sunlight Financial, our partner, and us offered a discount and a special incentive to the people who stayed through to the end, watched the future recording. So we were able to incentivize people to take action on not only the tips and tricks that we gave them, but to actually make use of our offerings that are also an actionable tactic and strategy, and reward them for checking out our content. This also provides tangible ROI for a partner marketing campaign. You can tie back the direct campaign lift of this partner marketing play by incentivizing your audience and your attendees. Like we did last time, here is our partner marketing play, or our matrix, to dive a bit more into the strategy. So Modernize Home Improvement is the company, the partner is Sunlight Financial, and the story is that Modernize and Sunlight Financial partner to give home improvement contractors relevant and actionable tactics and strategies for a new sales environment created by the COVID-19 pandemic and stay-at-home orders through a partner webinar. So we just said the channel tactic is webinar, and for results and metrics, we saw 20,000 plus closed net new business. So this was one of our most successful webinars by far. We had a 100% increase in registrations and attendees, and the numbers bore out in closed deals as well. We had a captive audience for a mutual topic with dual value proposition, so both how we could help and our partner Sunlight Financial could help. We had RSVP and attendee data that we could feed into our marketing algorithms and how we think about our customers in terms of being a fit for our service, as well as had future prospects and leads to market to. We got warm leads. So people who attended this webinar or were interested enough to RSVP, we could follow up and say, hey, did you attend this webinar? What did you think? What were some things that you got from it? Have you immediately applied it, et cetera, et cetera. So because we provided this content free of charge and gave them real tangible things they could do to assist their business, they were all the more willing to talk to us about our potential product and service. An attendee bonus and incentive. So not only do we give them free content, we were like, hey, if you are serious about these tactics, if this is one of the ones you want to pursue, we have a product or service for that. Also, here's a discount. Thank you for attending. We want to get you going in the right direction as soon as possible. So we've reached the end of lesson 1. To reiterate and recap, here are the 3 things we wanted to learn as our lesson objectives. Number 1, we wanted to learn what partner marketing is and isn't. We learned common channels utilized and tactics. These can include content, events, direct response. We learned advantages and disadvantages, broader reach, warmer leads, content faucet. We learned when you should and shouldn't utilize partner marketing. We talked about company size, company culture, traditional marketing channels utilized today. Number 2, we saw real examples of partner marketing. We saw a great case study between ShipStation and Logic Broker. We saw a great webinar between Modernize and Sunlight Financial in which they were able to help out needy home improvement contractors in the middle of a stay-at-home order new sales environment and gave them tangible value as well as incentives and a discount. And we applied these learnings to our own organization and our role. So by completing the assignment, we have successfully completed our 3 lesson objectives for lesson 1, and let's move forward to lesson 2.